We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. It's complete. He's got Gronk. 12 yards there and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man. Complete. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 87 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
The kicker on for the point after.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, Wagner. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And this isn't what they want to see. Rivers, their captain, still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a give, right side. It's Wagner. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. On second down now. It's Wagner, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
No gain on the play.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Play action. Now Wentz. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 29.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, Gronkowski complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it second and 14. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Watch 36. 74.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Deep ball. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their mobile quarterback taking it in. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 10. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
For first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 13. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. They'll throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
On the carry.
The Steelers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wentz now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a gain of 7.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
4-yard line.
They run the counter. Wagner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
3rd and 11.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Airing this one out. It got his man. Complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
The tackle made by
now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
At the Steelers' 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.